And we are back with more Silent Hill F. Last time we left off, we are in the playthrough for the last time, finally. We are going for the fourth true ending. Air quotes on that, because I don't know if it's actually going to be the true ending, but from what I've gathered online, it does seem to be like it's the definitive ending, let's say. And so, yeah, I'll be curious how it goes. We left basically off with us in the mountain, so we're past the school. Um, I do need to be a bit strict on time today, so we're probably not going to wrap up today. But I mean, I learned my lesson last time. Basically, I tried to like double feature two finishing up the games at once. So yeah. All right, let's actually do load. Make sure we load up the correct thing here. Not autosave. Okay, yeah, should be here. Yes. Alright, come on, be in the mountains. Cool. And we already have our corrupted sword, but we're going to need to be able to purify it this session. So we need to basically to get the water running for that. Take the Myokon, why not? Probably offer that up. Enshrine. Yokon. Okay, I'm trying to recall. I think it was an offering that was down here, if I remember correctly. And we'll also have to deal with the mannequin doll coming to life, as they do. Yep, there's that. And then... Aha! I thought I did a regular stab, but I wonder if I did a focus attack. And if I did a focus attack, can I actually pair up the owl, I believe it was, for the quick charge time? No, hawk. Yeah. I wonder basically if focus attacks no longer take sanity up because of crab, where basically weapon durability will not decrease. Oh no, but we should still lose sanity though. But greatly decreases sanity consumption while using focus? We can try it. No harm in trying. Anything that cuts through the game quicker. Hello. I do wonder if we'll see a bit more backstory about like the serial killer cabin. Because the last time they definitely played at the angle of like people gone missing in the woods and blah blah blah. Okay, so that did consume... Okay. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, and I think they even also took durability. So yeah, okay. So I don't think Hawk's gonna work. So let's go ahead basically and swap back to, I want to say it was Otter? So many different ones now. No, not Otter. That basically is restoring weapon durability, but we swapped off of that one. Is what I get for trying to mix things up. There we go, Wolf. Okay, I can't remember if this was the way. I always get lost in these mountains. Okay, lift that, go here. Okay, there's the lake. I don't think there's any reason to go to the like little sunken area. Oh no, wait. Maybe we do get something from over there. I vaguely recall getting something from this like little sunken area that the guy lures us into. So it might be what I'm remembering is my shock that there is nothing down here. Toolkit. I'll take it. But okay, I must just be remembering my shock of like, wow, a dead end. Okay. Because you'd figure at the very least that the creature that like lured you there would ambush you, but nope, not the case. And alright. Remember going this way. I like how I say that, and immediately I'm like, I do not recall where that is. No, okay, yeah, so it's this way. Because there should be stairs to our left that basically go up to where there should be like a little gazebo type thing. Okay, good. Yeah. There we go. And thought there was something in here. Huh. I thought it'd at least be like a shriveled carcass or a toolkit, but nope. Okay, and that's the dead end that way. And we want to go up, if I remember correctly. Yeah, not there. That's basically the dead end. Because we have to run the same path when we're getting chased later. Dang it. Okay, good, good. Nope, not drugs. Drugs are not the answer. Yep, we'll open without a key. Oh yeah, we're still being chased by this one. Okay, good, good. Take another toolkit. Oh, we'll take the Yokon to offer it up when we get the chance. I thought those... I know basically this forest is like filled with them that get up. That's drugs, right? Yeah, no drugs. In hindsight, who's offering up drugs to the fox statues? Chocolate, yes. Okay, hop down. Okay, let's go ahead and shrine the Yokon. Boom. Oh. And a dried carcass. Then save. I do debate on making duplicate saves or not. Just since we are approaching the point where we're going to need to purify, like, or at least, like, open up the purification waters. So yeah, let's do that. And just to make sure that quick load will actually use this save, we'll do the good old try save. Okay. Would I want to give anything up for a crowbar? Not really. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot they fall over naturally because of the whole murder angle. Oh, chocolate. Thought something from above fell down, but maybe I'm mistaken. I do know creepy crawly guy basically comes around once you pick up the key. Oh no. Yet again, here we go. Here's the key. Yeah. He goes down so easy. Try to look all big, bad, and threatening. It's like, nope, I got a knife. Alright. We are saved. We have the key. Oh, actually, in hindsight. Yeah, should be okay. I'm like wondering if I should save after like lifting us up. Just so that way if we die. But I think the quick load basically starts us like right here.
嘘。
One of these days we'll get back to seeing different stuff, but that day is not yet today. Run. Make a loop here. Where are the stairs? Here we go. Yeah, one of these trees will try falling over. Okay, up over here. Okay, good. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Thank goodness for the horse, Omamori. Nope. Take the Higashi. Take the Arare. Oh, nope. We don't need it for safety. And we are being chased again now. Come on. Come on. Okay, good, good. I do recall either a... yeah, duck. Here we go. Uh-oh. I dodge rolled right into that. Alright, my bad. Alright, continue. Where will it pick up? Probably... yeah, here we go, okay. Okay, same as before. Higashi. Arare! We don't need the first aid kit, so off to the races. Okay, good. Alright, going to the left, duck, and then it should then be, I guess, to the right. There we go. And out there. Here we go. Shrine gate. Still nothing different. And okay, we are going to do a quick double save again, so that way basically this one is updated. Mainly because I do wonder if there is anything new, it might be at the shrine up above. And I don't think any of these things will, like, ruin the possibility of getting the true end, but, you know, I'm always wary about that. Oh yeah, I need to offer up a lot of things to the shrine. Yeah, I'm like... we're both pretty full up, but I think a lot of stuff we have actually we're keeping, though. Not the Arare, not the Higashi, not the Shriveled. But okay, yeah, we started a new stack on chocolate, so... ooh. Time to do some gacha. Swordfish. After countering an attack, stamina will not be consumed for a set time. Not bad, but relies on countering, though. The odd buying equipment stuff seems like it's like... It feels like before you should do the hard mode stuff, you should like do easy to grind up, get all this stuff, and then do harder difficulty. Okay. Alright. Time to see if anything different, since so far the shrines have not had anything. A bit of a pity that you don't get like the find the sword cutscene again, because that was a pretty cutscene. But understandable since we already have it in the inventory, so. And I do wonder if a new game plus off of this save that gets the fourth ending gives you more permanentability for like, start the save, but don't give me the sword by default. I want to unlock it, or stuff like that. So I guess in that case, people can just start up a new save entirely. Okay, let's offer up this stuff. Okay, Shrine, Dried Carcass, Divine Water. We're gonna save that. Cool. Alright, to Shu's house we go. I do admit, I'm trying to recall the shrine set up here. Because I wonder basically if the Ojizo-san statue would have anything here for us. Okay, answer is no. Okay, and Shu's house should be up ahead here. Okay, not there. Okay, we know we need to go in the back. I feel like the garden has a bit more red than before. Nope. Could have sworn originally that... Oh yeah, no, it's around the house. Hold on, I want to see if that object that basically we could grab before is there or not. I guess not, but I admit I don't fully remember what it was. Okay, let's go ahead and do the cutscene. Front door key to Shu's house. The key to Shu's house looks like it's been left there, stained with dirt from Shu's long days of growing herbs. Okay. And yeah, I basically double-checked on the cutscene, but yes, it was the brazier that was there. Totally forgot about that. But, so it is gone, can't be altered up like all the others, so that is still consistent. And alright, let's go ahead and go back to Mr. Fox's world.
Hinako? Shoo!
So far the same. I assume this scene will be the same as us talking to herself.
Iえ、私は恐れません。姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
Okay. So, thankfully, same drill as the last time here. Melt the walls.
迷っていたんだ。
Ah! It didn't expect me just to lunge forward at him. There we go. Okay, save again. Ideally, this puzzle will already have been completed, but we still need to check it just in case. And the big thing is making sure don't get too lost here. Like here. No, wait. Here. I think I might be going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. I got lost last time, and I'm getting lost again this time. Because remember, at the end of the hall was a mural, and then to the left was a door we need to go down. Okay. Now which one? Just be straight ahead here? Okay, mural. no. Oh, wait. I remember something over here. No, I don't. Okay. This place. Every time. Yeah, I'm just like... I know it's somewhere around here. Remember, it's up some stairs. Okay. These are stairs. Here we are. Yep, okay, let's take care of these little hatchlings first. One, two, combo, combo. Dang it. Oh, that's a new attack on its part. Okay, good. So we'll siphon these guys. Take the comb. Take the Higashi. And take the Divine Water. Here we go. Okay. We don't have room for the dried carcass. Probably the Higashi? I technically probably don't need this much chocolate, but yeah, you know how it is. Chocolate's good. Both in real life and in the game. Although, real life you always gotta be careful, sourced ethically and all that stuff. Okay. Looks like puzzle's already done. Yeah, it's not doing the ding 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 thing. That is the bamboo whacker. We probably still gotta grab the Hote-sama though. There we go. Although I am going to double check that condition here real quick. Make sure. Da-da-da-da. They don't seem to mention. Okay. I think I should be okay to still grab it. Hopefully. Hote-sama is sitting cross-legged. A medicine bottle with Hote-sama, the monk engraved on it, contains a red liquid. Okay. Ideally, we don't come to regret this decision on our part. I'd be surprised if we do, but you never know since I mean, I don't know. I want to say, like, they didn't automatically do it, but I mean, they did this part. Who knows? I guess we'll find out once we can offer up the brooch, because if I had to take a guess, that's probably the most important part. And offering up the brooch should come after this dungeon. And then we go to the playground, and it's around the playground that things should finally start changing. Or at the very least, a new thing should be there. I mean, obviously, probably not super changed, but... Yeah, cool. Did I think I took a wrong turn somewhere? Because I don't recognize this part. And obviously there's a monster we didn't fight before. I thought at first it might just be patrolling, but we go back over here. Oh yeah, we go down. Here we go. Oh, bandage. We don't need... Wait. Do we need that? I don't think we do. Okay, we good. We good. Wait, should be a shrine... Oh, it's at the very end of the hallway. We'll go use the one that's closer to the, where we're actually heading towards. Should be right... here. Okay, in shrine... Drowned carcass, antique comb, and divine water. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Save over this. That's right, trying to meet conditions for a secret ending is like doing a game of operation. It's just like, alright, gotta be delicate. Gotta make sure everything's perfectly planned. Don't mess it up.
Hinako.
I guess we just saved.
Dewa, 行こうか。
ご一緒に。
見たまえ。皆が私たちを祝ってくれている。
Keeping an eye out for the older sister. Just to see if the man across from her is wearing a different mask or not. Though I don't think necessarily it would be like wife and husband. But you never know. Okay, here we go. Yep, husband looks all the same. Or adjacent human being looks all the same. Again, not necessarily husband-wife combos here. I will assume that Rinko will continue to be very Rinko about stuff.
Rinko?
私たちの世界からHinakoが死んでいなくなりきたんだから。
リンコ、私はあんたの願い通り死んでいなくなるから。だから私のことなんか忘れて幸せに生きなよ。
忘れてやる。手伝ってやる。私の記憶から世界からお前の名前なんて全部消えたんですよ。
消されない。私の名前は清水ひなこ。
Okay, let's do this. Nothing changed.
私の気持ちを知って
tank it. It does seem everything's more fiery this time. Oh, there we go. It's cooling off. Oh, okay, there. I could not move for a brief moment. I couldn't tell if it was like a stamina issue or not. There we go. Okay, good.
見たくなかった。リンコのこんな姿。でも今は嬉しい。お別れに際して私たちはようやく本音を語り合えたね。
Again, Rinko's working through some stuff.
これでリンコの世界から清水ひな子は消えたね。お幸せにリンコ。
Okay, here we go. Back to the real world.
私はじゃない。
どうしたひなこ。
私は
君はひなこじゃないか。
私は
君はひなこだ。
はい。私は清水ひな子じゃない。私はひな子。
そうだよ。君は私のひな子だ。
Alright, here we go. Final stretch. And I'm just like, maybe we could beat it today, but I dare not push my luck too much. We'll see how things go. Because that final house dungeon's always a bit of a woozy, and then there's the part after that has more, Fox married Hinako.
Hinako, もう十分。殺すか殺されるか決めた？
姉ちゃん。
殺されなさい、Hinako。
どうしてみんなそうなの？ してるの？お姉ちゃんも殺したの？
ええ、私も殺したわ。お父さんもお母さんも、そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。
私は殺されたくない。
今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる？
もちろん。
今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。だけど今日、その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。あなたがおとなしく殺されるなら何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひな子に幸せになってほしいよ。
お姉ちゃん。リンコ。
I will be curious which Hinako quote-unquote survives at the end of this particular ending. So wait, am I... Garden looks a bit different than I remember it being. Oh no, okay, I guess it is still the same? Do we exit through... Okay, no, don't exit through the back garden fence. Ah, yeah, the tree that was blocking the other path should be open now.
お姉ちゃんの言う通りだ。時間がない。二人とも待ってて。すぐ行く。
Okay, next up is the purification pool thingamajig. I don't know why I decided to look at the fox statues. It's like, hey, check that out. Okay, don't need the baseball badge. Pray, enshrine. Let's go ahead and enshrine Higashi. And my stomach just very loudly growled. I can only assume that didn't come through on the recording, hopefully. And dealing with some stressful stuff in life lately, so not a bit of a appetite, sadly. Good, good. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Huh, I could have sworn that we were able to run to those stairs previously. We don't need bandage. And I'm probably remembering those stairs from, like, maybe afterwards. Yeah, but I gotta take down this first. Good. Excellent. Okay. Path is cleared. I do want to try and swing by basically the area that we got the dad's rusted knife from. Like the others, I assume that nothing will be there, but always curious. Ooh. Letter to Kumiko. He's really done it this time. That husband of mine is always quick to brandish the knife around when he loses his temper. But this time he went too far. He threw it at Hinako. Did he even stop for a second to think what might happen if he mangled her face before she got married? I just don't know what's going through his head sometimes. Sorry, Kumiko. I know I'm always complaining to you. Okay. We're talking about basically Hinako's dad and basically from the perspective of her mom. Kind of interesting to get that point of view. Okay, no, don't need the bandage. Wait, am I? No, I'm not where I... Where am I? Okay, so if we go up here... Because I'm curious about that, and that basically is referring to the knife, and we're... thought I heard something out of the ordinary. Okay, go down here. Stabby stab. Ow. Yeah. There we go. Probably gonna get barfed on pretty shortly here. Come on. Yep, there we go. Good, good. Don't need bandage, and the knife is gone. Well, as expected, but always good to confirm. Okay, no, that was a bandage. Alright, so here, and then up here. Alright, time to purify. I'll be curious if anything different happens here. I kind of doubt it. I also didn't really put it together that the oldest Oinari-sama statue has a purification fountain, and the divine tree has the sword, so it's like kind of by their powers combined as a divine sword. Okay, so they don't do the tutorial pop-up again for the sword. And to honor it, we shall basically use it from here on out. And alright, so let's head to town and to the playground, because that is where we should start seeing some new stuff, which makes sense given that that's kind of like every time so far there's kind of been an evolving narrative around the playground area. Since that is where we saved our theoretical future husband from. There we go. It is just a bit of a shame that it's slower than the kitchen knife. Dang it. Yep. Click, click, click. It's like the moment it stops hopping around, then we can finally hit it. Can't find water, sure. Yeah, really hoping I don't mess up these steps going to the playground. Okay. Playground. Okay, double checking the steps here, because again, making sure we don't mess anything up. Okay. Head to the playground instead of going to Hinako's house, which, I mean, it's a weird way to phrase it, because we have to go to the playground, but alright. And then go north of the playground and kill a monster here. A path should open, or, yeah, path should open behind it. Okay.
丈夫？すごい血、早く手当てしないと。ありがとう。
大丈夫か？子供を噛むなんて許せねえ。ただ殺してやら。
僕は固定機って言います。君は？私はひなこ。清水ひなこ。私は覚えてさえいなかったのにな。
Yep, and similar to before, it didn't show the part where Hinako kind of like tells the fox not to get lost on their way heading out of town. If I recall correctly, there is a shrine somewhere around here. I think that makes 9 chocolate. We're probably good at 9 chocolate. Oh, giant carcass. Leave it there for now. Okay, good. Okay, yet another perspective from the mom. Of all people to basically, like, play up in this particular branch, I thought the older sister would get more of a spotlight than the mom would. But okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Nope, nothing good. As in, nothing at all. Okay, cut them down. I don't think these are the monsters I'm looking for, but I don't know. No, we can't get the Ararare, but we'll grab that in the dried carcass when we can. Okay, divine water too. Okay, there should be a path around here somewhere. Yeah, that's a bandage. Here's where we found basically that one report. Yeah, there's more chocolate, but we are at 9, if I am correct. Yeah. So, okay, we don't need any more chocolate. Although we could probably offer up a chocolate and then, grab it.
私の町がもう化け物の巣じゃないか。
No. Okay, let's go ahead and offer things up. I feel like I'm missing something here. Okay, divine water, one of those, that. Go to the gotcha basically next time we come up here. Okay, grab the chocolate. Don't need first aid. Don't need bandage. If I had to take a guess where we're going, because we're returning the brooch. Okay, grab the divine water. I assume we're going to Foxman's like home to like return the brooch. Because we're kind of basically being like, thank you, but no thank you. But I am also not seeing wherever this path should be. Because that's up there. We don't want to go that far up. But everything else basically so far is kind of par for course. Like, unless there's a second playground, but, let's see. Walk up the stairs looking right. Near the top, you'll spy a hidden path. Okay. Like, back here? No. Again, I want to make sure that we don't go too far. We are going to get best ending, true ending, and finally wrap up the game. But okay, actually, let's go ahead basically and drop these things off at the shrine first. Da-da-da-dun. And shrine, divine water, dried carcass. Do a bit of gotcha. Omamori Serpent will automatically perform a counter when the visual hint appears, but consumes max sanity when it is activated. When equipping, the sanity will also recover at a slower rate. Whew. Not worth it unless maybe combined with other Omamori I could see. And okay. What we're going to do actually, we're going to save down here now. Just because basically we're at a bit of a potential branch for trying to get to the path that we're going towards. Okay. So whatever they're talking about is not there. Path should open. And then we want to go up some stairs at that. I mean, I guess they didn't say go north of the playground. 'Cause yeah, I'm seeing nothing over this way. And I'm hoping that basically by interacting with the playground, it didn't, like, cut us off. But this entire area, though, I don't really see where a side path could open up. And this is like when we first gonna enter town. I don't imagine to be back there. We know there's a boss fight arena there. Maybe we do have to do the boss fight arena. I mean, I say boss fight arena. More fight the weird brood mother thing. All I know is that what we're looking for is supposedly somewhere around here. They're like, you know, when you kill the monster, a path should open. And we have not seen a path yet. Oh, but maybe they are talking about that monster, basically. So, yeah, maybe it is the brood mother. Because I do see this little, like, side path here that's suspicious. I just don't know why they're, like, you know, instead of going to her house, go to the playground. It's like, well, we have to go to the playground. That's the only part of the guide I'm like, I don't quite get what you're getting at, guide. Two. Come on. If only I wasn't a sucker for lore stuff, I'd just use the kitchen knife. I do think the kitchen knife is probably the superior weapon with the crab. Okay. Good. We're just making sure we're not going to miss anything around here. I think our kitchen knife is currently at max durability, so... Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Probably pick up the kitchen knife. To swap out our other kitchen knife, just in case. And alright, so assuming that's the monster that this guide is referring to, walk up the stairs, looking right near the top, you'll spot a hidden path. Follow it to find an ancient Jesus statue. Okay. I mean, they said to the right, so I don't expect that to be where it is. I was just like, alright, being thorough in case it's referring to something else. Because there was this thing here that's kind of... Okay, just foxes. Emma, okay. Are you who I'm looking for? Very mature of her. Okay, so that should be it. We have assumedly now checked all the criteria for the ending. So we should be able to just press forward and things just naturally be different. Ideally, hopefully. Okay, up here. Yeah, before we just blitz through everybody. Yeah, there's gonna be this licker. It's gonna try and lick us. Thank goodness for the giant fat thing sitting in that thing's path. I wonder, what if we don't get the phone? But I'm curious. Any different? Or the same fish service?
もしもし。
清水さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。毎度ごひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
もしもし。
Okay. Alright, how fast can we do this? Let's see here. First, let's offer up a few things here. Okay, one Higashi. Okay, we're gonna save again. Now that we know we've seemingly done it correctly. Let's replace this because we've already grabbed the Emma-sama from this one. And if that's where we screwed up, then basically, like, this one's already too late. Okay. Let's go first, check in with Doomed Old Shoe. Was this open before? Although I feel like I probably said that a couple of times. Okay, grab the Higashi. Okay, good, good. And if I recall correctly, Thought a monster popped out from there basically after he got the calendar, but I guess not. So what will be the puzzle this time around? White and black fought, battling upon a set of scales. Yet neither wanted for the scales, for what they desired was a simple, quiet, gray place where they could belong together. Whether we flee or spread our wings and fly is our decision alone, one to make only once we are ready. They had no use for those who towered from the heavens, imposing their will on others. Okay. Obviously, like... Okay, so yeah, it's probably basically that, and then blackbird, whitebird on left and right, and then probably scales at the bottom. Okay, I think we can just go forward. And I think... Oh boy, trying to remember what is where is what. Okay. First, take care of this guy. Really? Kudzu tea. Also, I really feel like I should just go back to the kitchen knife. Kitchen knife is basically like the katana, but faster. So there is a chocolate. We should be able to grab that now, right? No, okay, we can't. Then I thought that, yeah, here we go. Puzzle here. Doesn't feel right, feels like someone's watching me. I'm always alone, so I'm okay with playing by myself. That means I have the right dish and left it all to myself. I like to play with Kokoshi dolls a lot. I'm extra careful to share them with the left Hinako and right Hinako, so it's fair to both of them. Yep, okay. So, nothing different about this one. Just gotta feel out basically how things are weighted here. No, hold on. Scales plate. Boom. Down. Yeah, you know what? It's like, I like my lore appropriateness, but let's just go back to the knife. This one doesn't open, right? Okay. Oh yeah, that's where we go next. Okay, but first between Shrine, Kudzu tea, and a single chocolate and Higashi. And let's go grab some more chocolate. Which was here? Yeah, here we go. And I guess we might as well activate the, I thought basically that the portrait puzzle was in this particular area, but I guess not. There's our calendar.
私はそういうものだと思って生きてきたから。だからお見合いの話が来た時も、今度は私の番なんだってそう思ったよ。
お姉ちゃんはどうして知らない人と結婚できたの？
親同士で話して仲人さんが入って、その上で私にふさわしい方と分かって紹介されたんだもの。出会うのは初めてでもきっと仲良くなれるって確信があったわ。恋愛結婚も素敵だと思うけれど、恋は盲目。籍を入れた後に相手の嫌な面に気づいても遅いのよ。
私にはお姉ちゃんたちの言うことがよくわからないよ。
ひなこだって幸せな結婚をして 幸せな人生を歩みたいでしょ。
そこが違うの。そこが多分私とお姉ちゃんの、私と世界の一番の違いなの。
違いって？
私、幸せになることが絶対に大切とは思ってないの。もちろん幸せにはなりたいよ。でもそれよりも大事なことがあるの。
それは何？
自分で選択したかどうか。私はね、幸せにしてもらいたいんじゃない。自分で選んで幸せになりたいの。たとえ幸せになれなかったとしても、自分で選んだ結果はとても尊くて、私には価値があるように思えるの。みんなが女の幸せと呼ぶもの、頼もしい旦那様と大勢の子供たち、そういうものと生涯無縁になるとしても構わない。私には幸せになれるかどうかよりも、自分で運命を選べたかどうかが大事なの。
私には綺麗事に聞こえるけれどね。でもひな子の言うことが間違ってるとも思えない。あと100年、いや、ひょっとしたらもう少し早いかも。どんな結果だろうと、自分で選んだ結果ならそれが幸せだとそうと言える時代がきっと訪れると思うわ。お姉ちゃんはその世界には行けないけれど、ひな子は行けるといいね。
どんな結果だろうとも、自分で結果を選べることが幸せ。自分で選べなかった結果は幸せじゃないんだ。誰にも操らせない。私の選択は
That's both an admirable point of view, but it's also... It's one of those ones that, like, very rarely do people, like, end up actually being like, thank goodness I'm miserable of my own volition at the very end. But it is important, though. It's, as many things, it's such a fine balance. Okay, let's go ahead and save again. What was down this path? I think it was just... Oh wait, I do need something from down here. There we go. Picture frame. Picture me? I can't remember when this was taken though.
写真、なんか見たことある気がする。
Dang. Swung too quickly. Did my weapon some durability damage, but oh well. Okay, now we can go ahead and leap forward. Okay, so this is one basically where it has the crazy hall. Just gonna ignore him. I am curious basically if this particular section ever changes. Because this always felt like it's set up for some sort of puzzle that, like, wasn't solvable yet. And if it's still not solvable, then it's like, then when and how? Yeah, because it's like there's the doll on the other side. I can't open it. Ooh, dried carcass. And like, it's like a mirror of each other, like all the way down. It's like the blue vase in front of the door, like 2 rooms down that way. Feels like there's any Easter eggs that we found out years and years and years after the fact. It's like, it's going to be in this dungeon, in this section of the dungeon. Because it's all very suspicious. Like, symbolic, obviously, but like, symbolic of what? And even when you do find out what, is it like... It seems like there's totally more things, like, more buttons to press. I don't remember the bird door being there. Bird door before was all the way down this way. Which we do need to go this way to get the hose. Come on, go away. There we go. Stabby, stabby! No, 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 I stab you. Okay, grab the hose.
ガスが切れてるみたいだけど、チューブはまだ使えそうだ。
And I think before this was the room that required the bird key. Interesting that they mix it up. I wonder if it's like just RNG in the dungeon or because we're in the final path. I should leave right away. No answers. This has to be a reference to, like, Silent Hill 4 or something. I am totally gonna look that up after I'm fully done the game. I hope that there is some connection here, but like, not really. Okay, I guess let's go ahead basically and head on back. Dodge the barfies. There. Oh, okay. I'll need to go back to the antique comb. Okay. Shrine. Yokon. Dread carcass. Gotcha time. Omamori Tanuki turns physical damage received into sanity damage. Interesting. Not bad for those that don't use like a lot of sanity, but still not great because that means that when you take sanity damage, you'll be taking health damage when you run out of sanity. Okay. Is still not aggroed. Good, good. Let's go grab that comb real quick. Okay. Grabbed. And let's get the wax thingamajig.
私の日記
Block of wax. Semi-transparent block of wax placed in my diary for some reason. There seems to be something stuck inside.
何か入ってる
Okay, so we got... What do we get? We already got the calendar. We got the wax. We got the hose. We know there's basically still the bird key. Yeah, that should be this one. And we should also be able to do the portrait puzzle, which gives us one of the slates. Dang it! Didn't expect a that far of a forward lunge. Okay, was it here? No. Sure. Although it's probably going to take up precious inventory space. Okay, connect to the propane tube. Melt the wax. Fletchling key. A key with a bird pattern on the back, obtained with a melted piece of wax. Get ready for this thing. Yeah, I used up some of my durability, but whatever. Okay. I think we end up fighting one thing around here. Ah, dang. And yeah, like I thought, basically that guy took up a slot. Okay.
いつ取ったんだろう。
Okay, puzzle now doable, and only we are upright. Okay, upside down. No to Rinko. Okay. Grab the white bird and fox plate. I could have sworn that happens in the blue version of this reality, not the smoky version here. Because it used to mean that monster would be there, but not there anymore. Again, I totally get kind of like PT vibes of like, there's something hiding in this dungeon. Some greater secret. Yeah, I assume that one doesn't open. Ooh, dried carcass. Okay, let's offer up the one we already have. And shrine. Bam. I still don't know what the condition was for me revealing the cuckoo door that one time. But it, like, did happen after the flashing red. So, like, I wonder if there's something more going on there. Like, if there's other doors that lead to cuckoo... like, similar to the cuckoo, like, door areas. Okay, offer up the dried carcass. I'm just checking out, like... yeah, no, that was gonna happen. There we go. Okay, we don't have basically that yet. Yeah, so next up basically is Bird Room. So, not this. This is the dark version of the house. Do I still remember something? Yep, there we go. It's like something hops out of the bath. There wasn't anything actually in here in this version outside of, yeah, bandage, which we don't need. No need to go down that side path. And I guess we can. Maybe a lore, maybe a secret. One and two. And this one takes 3. And I don't remember these guys down here. There we go. Okay, I don't need the sickle. Okay, we can't actually grab the chocolate, so we can use that as an offering. I keep wondering if I'll encounter a flashback that I haven't seen in one of these side rooms, but so far no. Okay, no good, won't budge. Okay, Ramune. Okay, like I thought, just a dead end. I wonder where the bird door moved. That may be like they had to put something back here, but they apparently did not. Real quick, what's that ticking sound in here? Okay, that's the clock. Again, this entire dungeon gives me PT vibes. It's like there is totally more here than meets the eye. Okay, let's go to the bird door. No, you don't. You see the cuckoo hallway's open. I'm gonna take it. But there we go. I'm assuming nothing will be here, but I wonder if any new context will be, like, noticeable. Oh, okay. I have to give up a chocolate. I don't want to risk going back to the save shrine and the hallway disappearing. But okay, nothing here in the final playthrough then. Just all the crazy blood. Kind of makes you wonder if, like, alternate reality where Hinako died gruesomely somehow. Okay, won't open. And this is this one, like, wandering in there. Can't do anything. And I wonder. Let's go ahead basically in the shrine. Ooh, more gacha. Omamori Weasel. Greatly increased damage dealt by normal attacks, but Hinako will no longer be able to stun enemies. I mean, the ultimate stun is killing them, so not bad. Let's go ahead and record. In fact, I kind of want to use that one right now. Let's go ahead basically and swap off the wolf, since that's only basically weapons of high durability. Yeah, here we go. Weasel. Dang it. Okay, that seemed to be more efficient. The main thing I'm hung up on is, like, does normal attack include charge attack? Or is it only light attack? Like, which one's normal?
Hinako, ちょっとおいでなさい。
More mom stuff.
お母さん、Hinakoの誤解を解いておきたいの。
誤解って？
Hinakoはお母さんのこと、お父さんにいつもいじめられてるって思ってる？
そんなこと。
確かにお父さんはちょいと短気な人だけど、娘の前ではいい格好がしたいだけの照れ屋な人なんだよ。
あんなに怒鳴ったり物を投げつけたりしてきたのに。
お父さんはね、ずっと夢があったの。自分と友達で小さなお店を持ちたいって。
夢？
そう。お父さんには仲のいいお友達がいてね、船に乗っていた頃からかな、弟みたいに可愛いっていつも言ってた。でもね、何かあったんだろうね。急にお父さんが貯めてたお金全部持って逃げちゃった。きっとどうしようもない理由があったんだろうね。悪い人には見えなかったから。お父さんそれですごく傷ついてね、荒れてた時期があったの。落ち着くといつも私には謝ってくれたよ。でもね、子供には弱い父親の姿を見せたくないからって。男の人はプライドが高いから。
だからって家族を傷つけていいわけがない。
ひな子はきっと家に入ると女は男に虐げられるってそう思い込んじゃってるんだろうね。でもね、あんたが思ってるほど女もお母さんも弱くはないんだよ。お父さんなんて娘の前ではかっこつけて威張ってるけど、あんたたちがいない時は全然違うんだから。以前お母さんとお父さん大喧嘩したことがあるの。
知らない。そんなことあったの？
お母さんお父さんが謝ってくるまで徹底的に無視してやったよ。あんたたちがいる前では普通に振る舞ってたけどね。おかずもお父さんの嫌いなものばっかりにして、お茶に雑巾の絞り汁入れてやったこともあるの。
お母さんが信じられない。
お父さんたったの3日で値を上げたよ。あんたと純子が寝静まった後、そこにベターっと土下座してね。
お父さんが本当に？
そうだよ。私とお父さんが本気で喧嘩をしたら、お父さんが私に勝てるわけないじゃない。でもね、それは私たち夫婦の話。娘のお前に心配かけたのは本当に申し訳ないと思ってるよ。
話してくれてありがとう。お母さん。
I'm of two minds there. It's like, he still did throw a knife at you. Like, there were lines that were understandably crossed, and not exactly a great person. But I do approve of the message that, like, relationships are more complicated. They're not always black and white, and, like, fights occur, and some days you don't know how the full picture. Get Blackbird and Sword Plate. And it's like, also, I mean, people don't always have all the context, too. So it's like, you know, that's a factor as well. Letter from my uncle, Kanta. I shall be brief and to the point. It is very unfortunate about Kimie. I'm sorry, and I understand why you would want her to go ahead with the surgery. But surgery can do more harm than good. Remember how Mother never properly recovered after hers? I understand how you feel, I really do. But please reconsider before taking on debt for an operation that might not even make her better. Wouldn't Kimie rather you try to enjoy the time you have left together? Either way, you want to talk it out with Kimie first. Knowing you probably haven't said a word of this to her, have you? I can't cover the whole operation, but I'll send what little I have to spare. Buy Kimie something nice with it. Got it? Shotaro. Okay. So that explains why we came across, like, one of the documents we used to find here was the mom taking medicine. So I guess she actually had an illness, and that basically, like, further drove the father into debt. Interesting, interesting. Now think about it real quick. One final visit to the creepy head. Just in case. Just in case. Anything different, creepy head? Nope, should still leave right away. Alright. Let's go ahead and basically get to the boss fight, and then we will wrap it up here for today, and then finish in the next session. That is the game. Technically, I am already a tiny bit late for the engagement I have, but I did give them heads up that I'd be late, so it, you know, kind of balances out. Journal updated. I assume characters with... Okay, yes, we got something for Junko. Oh! The final end here. I once went to see Junko in the hospital when she was pregnant. Okay, no, we saw this one before. Morning sickness, she seemed like everything, all that. And then... Junko says that she is happy, but I just don't get it. Neither she nor my mom ever look happy. Then again, when I tell her about my idea of happiness, she just says that those don't sound very happy to her at all. What matters most to my sister are results. What matters most to me is choice. Even if it's what makes my sister happy, if I can't make my own choices, then I'll be unhappy forever. But if what makes me happy doesn't give my sister the results she wants, then she will be unhappy. Though our concept of happiness may differ, I think as sisters we can respect each other's version of it and take comfort when we know the other has found it. And then for Mom... Why did my mother even marry him in the first place? How could anyone possibly call themselves happy having to spend their entire life with someone like him? Mom once told me, a husband and wife support each other for the whole of their lives, in sickness and in health. You see, it took me a long time to recover after giving birth to you. I caused your father a lot of trouble with my mood swings. But no matter how much I complained, he stood by me through it all without so much as a frown. I know he may not have turned out to be much of a father to you girls, but all in all, he's been a good enough husband to me. And okay, we haven't gotten all the father stuff yet, though. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Okay, rotate. Rotate. And they battled with scales. White and black fought battling upon a set of scales. Yeah. Yet neither wanted for the scales, for what they desired was simply a quiet place where they could belong together. Well, they had no use for those who towering from above. Okay, so... There we go.
でも何の話だろう。
Okay, pine tree emblem, a wood badge with an engraved pine tree design.
ひなこ、
Ooh.
今少しいいか？
なんかよ。
お前に謝っておこうと思ってな。
何を？
俺は情けない父親だった。長い間怒鳴ったり怖がらせたりして悪かった。
今頃謝ってなかったことになんかなるわけないでしょ。あれだけ長いことみんなに迷惑かけて、全部チャラになるなんて本気で思ってるの？
思ってない。お前の気持ちを考えれば到底許せるわけもない。それを重々分かってる。それでも俺に謝らせてくれ。許してくれなくて構わないから。
はあ、あんた一人がスッキリしたいからってだけで勝手に謝ってるの？迷惑だよ。帰ってよ。今だって急に怒り出して包丁を投げつけてこないか怖くてたまらないんだから。
子供に怖がられるくらいが威厳のある父親だと誤解していたんだ。本当にすまない。
じゃあ勝手にこれからもそうしててよ。出てって出てってよ。それでもお父さんは謝ってくれてる。許す許さないは私たちの勝手だけど、お父さんの謝りたいっていう気持ちまでも無限にはできないよ。お父さんの都合なんか知らないよ。家族だよ。それでもお母さんに聞いたでしょ。お父さんが裏切られて辛い目にあったって。辛い理由があったから乱暴も許せっていうの？そんなのまかり通らない。そう、まかり通らない。許す必要もない。縁を切り言い訳も謝罪も聞いてやる義理は確かにない。でもね、家族の縁は切れないんだよ。だから許さなくてもいいけれど聞いてあげなくちゃ。お父さんの気持ちだけは受け止めてあげて。お母さんはお父さんを許しているのかもしれないけど私には無理。知ってる？私たちとお父さんは血がつながっているけど、お父さんとお母さんは血なんかつながってないんだよ。結婚したってだけの赤の他人のお母さんがお父さんの話を聞いて許せたんだよ。どうして血のつながりのある私たちが話も聞いてあげられないの？怖かったと思う。今も怖いと思う。許せないと思うし、顔も見たくない気持ちもわかる。それでも話だけは聞いてあげて。許さなくてもいいからお父さんの気持ちだけは受け止めてあげて。
もし俺のせいで男というものに恐怖を覚えているのはそれは誤解だ。俺はろくでなしだが他の父親たちは違う。俺とは正反対で琴行君立派な青年だ。彼なら絶対にお前を幸せにしてくれる。付き合うのなら柊君立派な男だけどな。あいつにならお前をやれるとずっと思っている。しかしそんなのは俺の勝手な決めつけで結婚するもしないも お前が自分で決めて構わない。俺を許さなくていいから、俺の呪縛から解放されて幸せに生きてくれ。今まですまなかった。
今でも怖いし、許せるかどうかわからないけど、お父さんの気持ちだけは受け取ったから。
We have the final entry for Dad. After Dad saved up enough money from fishing, he decided to start up a restaurant with his longtime friend, someone who was like a little brother to him. That friend, however, stabbed him in the back and ran off with all his money, leaving him with nothing but debt. Apparently, that's when things really started heading south for my dad. I mean, I do sympathize with him, but his past is his problem, not mine, and it definitely doesn't excuse him for making every day a living hell for me. When it's just him and my mom, he apologizes for the life of poverty he's forced us into due to his debt. According to Mom, there is nothing more shameful in this world to see a father than letting his daughter see his weak side. If he acts the way he does to me just to hide something as dumb as that, then I think I might just go crazy right now. This house is theirs. It has nothing to do with me. I was just born here. I may be Hinako, the little bird, but I have wings of my own, and if he doesn't care about how I want to live my life, then I'll just spread my wings and fly away. Wherever I choose to go will be entirely up to me. Oh, man, I feel mixed about a lot of that stuff, because, like, on one hand, I've never been one to kind of buy into the whole, like, blood and flesh, like, you have to do all this stuff, because you're related. But family is also basically, to me at least, less about that and more about shared history. It's like, it's the story of your own creation, and the characters in that, and how you're brought up in that. It's like, that history is what creates the family, and what it means to you. And so it's like, you know, and in that regard, I do appreciate Hinako kind of growing up here and seeing a lot more of, like, the gray in things. Things being so less black and white, her kind of taking a more mature stance with stuff. So it's like, I like it. It's interesting that they get more into the mom and dad in this particular ending branch. I feel like the other branches could have honestly used a bit more of that, but, I mean, I feel like that in general with, like, how they kind of split up ending stuff in this game. Like, I feel like they should have merged it all more together and then chosen other criteria for getting different endings. Yeah, don't need first aid kit. Don't need first aid kit. Oop, anti-comb. And shrine anti-comb. Just gonna look for things to enshrine first and foremost. Oh, toolkit, take that. Yep, and I'll scrub it over. That's a Higashi? It did, okay. We're also gonna enshrine the Higashi, save, do boss fight, cutscene, and then save basically as Fox and call it. Boom, boom. Kill, kill. Alright. It's like, after all that emotional stuff with our parents, let's see them reduced to a boss fight.
Hinako。遅かったな。今から始めるところだったぞ。誰のなんだと。それではご一同様、包丁の際をどうぞご覧くださいよー。なんだその言い草は。
Again, so weird to see this cutscene right after the heartfelt apology cutscene.
お前たちは誰なんだ。私のお父さんとお母さんを逃がすのはやめろ。
Okay, I do like that bit right there, though. Like, you know, she's like, but not my parents. Every time I always fall to that attack. 'That was over way quicker than it was before, but I guess thanks to that weasel. Oh, what do we have? Yeah, I do like these sprinkles of, like, more attachment to our parents there.
これを飲みなさい。少し楽になるはずだ。
私は一体。
まだ体が馴染まないのだろう。よくここまでこらえてくれた。
れでは皆様に愛想をつかされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。少し血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うようだ。先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。
もう立てます。ありがとうございます。
そうか、気をつけて。行こう。君のために用意した一番大切なものがある。
はい。
Okay, still the same here. Although based on the other Hinako kind of maturing, I do expect that basically this Hinako would not be the canonical end Hinako, or like maybe we team up and fight the water dragon together, the poison water dragon. I'd be curious. But all right, we really got to wrap up here for today, so gotta run to the save point. We're gonna go ahead and save. After checking to make sure I don't have anything to enshrine. I don't think I do, but because I'm almost entirely certain I don't, but I'm being thorough. It's what I do. But okay. Cross the bridge. Enshrine. Nothing. Record. Something. And there we go. Let's go ahead and call it here for today. Next time, we'll wrap things up. It might not be the full hour and a half next time, but given today was almost 2 hours, it's like, you know, a short video is not that harmful. We're just really just trying to wrap things up here, but alright. Until then, when we finally wrap things up, later.